the Illustrated Herbiary Oracle Cards by Mayatol. As you can see, it tells us about the plants that are in the deck. Okay, so we'll be picking at that later. Hello there. Thank you so very much for swinging by. Today's video is not a shock to any of my regulars. At the start of every month, I like to do a little oracle card pull just to start off the month. See what our subconscious can pull from it. Today, I think we're due a herbiary pull. So that's the lovely plants. I love all three of my decks. I don't really plan on getting any more because I'm just so happy with the three that I have. I have my herbiary, I have my bestiary, and I have my crystallary, and I love all three of them. They're all so beautiful and so thoughtful. So, if anyone is new to this, I do a 2-card pull, and I don't claim to be witchy. I don't claim to be receiving any messages. I am a big believer in your subconscious, and deep down you know what is best for you. I use these cards as a nudge, as a way of getting my subconscious to poke its head out and give me a little prod, because I genuinely feel that deep down I have a good understanding of what's going on in my life, maybe what I should be doing, but maybe that kind of like top level tree is just being a bit stubborn, probably burying her head in the sand about things, and probably just needs to be prodded. So that's what this is. This is my herbiary deck. It is so pretty. I know some of you will have seen this before, but also I don't think you guys are going to mind too much seeing it again because it is so pretty. So one card is the first card is where you might be now, to give you some thoughts on that, and then the second card is maybe directing you to things that might be blocking you or directions that you could take. But I get so much from these, and it's up to you to interpret it. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it means in relation to you, but these do have booklets with them that will give us a bit of insight. So once we've pulled the cards, we're going to look and see what the booklet says about not the herbs, but the plants, whatever it is that we've pulled. There may be a chance of us pulling things that we've had before, but that's okay. That's totally fine. Maybe we will read into it exactly the same way as previously. Maybe we'll have a fresh way of looking at that. So I don't think it's a bad thing if we do get a duplicate. Alright, why don't you come with me? Here we are. So yeah, this is the booklet, and oopsie-daisy. So you can see it tells us about the plants that are in the deck. Okay, so we'll be picking at that later, and right now we're going to take the deck from it. It's just such a neat little sturdy box. Great way of protecting your cards, to store them in a box like this. 36 card deck of bewitching botanicals. The Illustrated Herbiary Oracle Cards by Mayatol. Illustrated by Kate O'Hara. Do not overlook the illustrations because they're just so beautiful. Yeah, it's just a really nice deck. I definitely recommend it to anyone who has any sort of interest in this stuff. I also recommend my friend Lisa. If you do have an interest in genuinely witchy stuff, then yeah, my friend Lisa, I always pop her details in these videos just so you can check out a proper witch and maybe have a little look at her content. So we're going to do a shuffle. I'm not very good at shuffling. I've mentioned before that I have tiny hands. I'm also quite clumsy. I would try and blame that on old age, but I've always been clumsy. Okay, so I feel like we might be done now. Okay, I do just, this is so cute. Look at its little face. My goodness. And we got our 5-lined skink here. And these are some crystals. I know every video is, when I talk about these, I fawn over the backs of the cards, but they're so pretty. They've got this gorgeous bronzy colour, and they haven't gone for black. I feel like that would have been too harsh. They've gone for this gorgeous, this midnight blue perhaps. So it's just, they're so pretty. Okay, so let's see what our first card is. Oh, okay. Our first card, St. John's Wort, light in the darkness. So this looks wintry. Obviously we've got the dark blues, and we literally have snow trees, so it does seem wintry to me. In my hemisphere it is snowy at winter time. And oh, it looks like the sun is caged, and we have these snowflakes in each corner, and we have some branches that are devoid of leaves, and we just have the piles of snow at the bottom. Okay, then we have this green. So I've heard of it, of course, but I don't think I've actively, intentionally grown St. John's Wort, so I don't know, is this a winter flowering flower? If so, that would be wonderful. So yeah, we have this St. John's Wort, I presume. I don't think they draw something else on a card that is about St. John's Wort, so I'm pretty confident that that's got to be what these lovely little yellow flowers are. See? And we've got this cage that the sun is in. So, and it's got this scroll work down the bottom. So, a little bit of a theme here. We've got the winter, we've got the sun being caged, and we have the green, the St. John's Wort is flourishing. And behind, I wonder what this glow represents. Okay, well, this is one that I don't recall pulling before, so it'll be very, very interesting to see what this card is telling us. Okay. Now our crossing card. Let's see what that's going to be. Oh! I initially misread this. You are sacred. Okay, I read that as you are scared, but you are sacred. This is Tulsi, and it's not a plant that I am familiar with. So this probably is not native to where I am, which is the United Kingdom. I'm in London, so this is probably not native to London. Looking at the architecture, just does not seem like I'm going to find it in my local park. But I wonder what this means. It feels important. And yeah, look at the style of decoration. I wonder if that reflects the style of the architecture of this little house here. I wonder if it has anything to do with house and home. And I'm imagining this has got to be it up here. Tulsi. I love this ochre colour. I have, some of you may have seen it. I actually have a scarf in this colour I use for some of my videos. But I really like it. It's just a comforting colour. It reminds me of saffron, I think. I might be entirely wrong, but it reminds me of spices. Okay. So, remember, you are sacred. Tulsi. This is our crossing card. So this should be giving us an indication of either things we need to overcome, things we need to cross, or it could be giving us some guidance to take us forward. Okay? I'm going to grab the booklet and see what they have to say. So I should be placing this card like this. But I'm probably going to tweak them because I want us to still be able to see them. So bear with me a moment and I'll grab the booklet. Okay, so this was our first card, Light in the Darkness, St. John's Wort. Let's have a little look and read, see what this one says. Are you sitting comfortably? So, truth. St. John's Wort is scraggly and scrappy, completely lacking the charisma one would expect from a herb reputed to tame depression in a single bound. But that's her beauty. She's a magician and a thief, not the belle of the ball. She knows how to steal the heat from summer's solstice sun, hold it in her flowers, and make it last all winter long. This is her greatest trick, bringing light and warmth to your darkness by helping to recreate the electric leap of synapses firing and energy moving along. Call on St. John's Wort when you need a sip of sunshine so you can find your light in the darkness. I didn't mention earlier that I really needed to do a read today. I'm in a very wonky place and I'm taking my own things from that for sure. Okay, so we're going to look at the next card. There we go. Our Tulsi. You are sacred. Tulsi, also called holy basil, is traditionally planted in a special pot by the front door of homes in South Asia. This holiest of plants, thought of alternately as a household deity and a manifestation of the goddess Lakshmi, brings heaven to earth. Her spicy scent reminds you to be aware of the unseen, of spirit flowing in and out. Tulsi says, "You're strongest when you let your spirit help you adapt to the ups and downs of daily life." If you befriend Tulsi, she might give you a further message. Your spirit flows through your physical form, and so your soul is fed through your body's senses. You might wear tulsi beads around your neck to remind you that you are the home for your spirit, and you are sacred. Okay, come with me. So, I feel slightly called out by that, Tulsi. I don't take the care of myself that I should, and I feel as though that card is telling me that I need to treat my body with a bit more respect. So thank you for that, Herbiary deck. And also the St. John's wort. Yeah, the depression thing kind of caught me a little, and I'm really happy that I did this read today. I definitely needed it. I don't know how you are going to interpret things for yourself, and that is up to your subconscious. As some of you know, I've been studying a little bit of hypnosis, and I kind of want to bring it into more of my videos and do a few more hypnosis inspired videos, because I think that your subconscious is amazing. It is so powerful and has so much potential for good. So I'm really happy that we've done this read. Just like, I don't want to be all like pluggy, but I am a very tiny creator. I mean, I'm not tiny. This goes back to me not looking after I love food, but in terms of YouTube content creation, I am tiny. If anyone would be so kind as to drop me a subscribe or something, that would be just wonderful. If you do want to come back, and if you don't hate it there, and if anyone would like their own read, I have like a couple of slots a month available to do a personal read for you, so you get to have a bespoke reading, and you get to pick the elements, like what sort of colour scheme you'd like, which sort of deck you would like, whether you would like it to be the flowers or the rocks. I love me that I know this was the flowers, but I love me some flora. I could not resist putting that down as well today. Just spoke to me. All the animals, and yeah, so I'll put the details somewhere down below, maybe a little cheeky link, but don't have to. Just watching my videos is amazing enough, so thank you if you do that. I hope, my dears, that you have a delightful day, a wonderful week, and of course the snuggliest of sleeps when it is time to go to bed. Take care.